We are live from the Contractors Edge booth, sponsored by our friends at Foundation Rescue Supply. We're with Daniel Stark from Stark Foundations. Excited to learn more about what you guys are doing, what your vision is, your passion for this industry. So, with that, I'd like to learn a little bit about you.
Okay. So, we're Stark Foundations. Been in business since, 2009. And we're solely a foundation repair engineering firm. That's all we do.
That's awesome.
We just do foundation repair engineering. But we're more than just an engineering firm. We're what I like to call an innovative engineering firm. So we don't just take documents from our clients, engineer them, stamp them, and go on to the next one. Our passion is to come up with innovative solutions for them, whether it's a product or a process, to really help save them time, improve productivity for them, and really improve their bottom line. Beautiful. To really try and bring value to them, other than just being a nerd with a stamp.
Yep. Yeah, I know we had a great conversation, before, earlier today, just like, hey, what would this conversation be about?
Yeah.
And you really did share that. And our goal is to bring these tips, tools, and tactics to these contractors so they can improve their business. And what you were saying, like the way that you guys do these app integrations and, make it easy for the contractors to submit these things, I was blown away with how quickly you guys were turning these around, where actual engineers are studying this stuff. And I would love to learn more about that. And I'm sure, contractors would as well.
Yeah. So as we grew in the industry and as we began doing more and more projects, what that wound up bringing our way is more and more projects that required closeout or what we call special inspections. So it's called differently with different contractors. Some call it final letter, some call it closeout letter.
Yeah.
Really, the technical term is a special inspection letter that closes out the project, closes out permit, allows them to get paid. So we're doing more and more of those, and those were kind of becoming a little bit of a backlog.
Yeah.
So we had this idea. It's like, what if we created an app that allowed our clients to document the installation correctly, and then just get on to the next project. So we developed this platform called SPEKTR.
Okay.
And so SPEKTR is what we call an all-in-one platform for foundation repair projects from engineering to final closeout. So our clients will, when they go to order engineering, they basically do a data dump into our portal, either by dragging and dropping files, or we can sync with their CRM.
Oh, nice.
And so once they do that, our portal really takes over from there. It will automatically create a job file on our side and assign it to an engineer.
Oh, wow.
So that an engineer can start on the project right away. So not the next day or not several days later. It's like a run.
While it's there.
Yeah. Our clients, on the other hand, they can see where we're at in the process. So it's a little bit transparent. Sometimes that's uncomfortable because they can see, are they working on it or are they not working on it?
Right.
It's full-blown transparency to where, which I like.
Yeah, I
like to be accountable, but sometimes I'm like, I don't really want to know that we them to know if we haven't started on. But it does give them a behind the scenes, if you will, view of where we're at in the process, so that they never have to email us saying, where's this project at?
That's probably time saver.
It is.
Yeah.
And so once our engineer starts on it and finishes the project, he uploads it right back into the portal, and then the portal automatically emails it back to their staff so that they can then submit to permit. So our average turn time, the portal is more of an afterthought that we created really as a back end to the inspection app. But our turn time on engineering projects for the month of May was 1.08 days.
Wow. That's impressive.
Without it allows us to still do our due diligence as an engineer.
Right. Yeah.
But we can do it much more efficiently and quickly and correctly. So it's not uncommon for our clients to, when they upload a project, say in the morning, to either get it back that afternoon or the very next morning, so that they're on to it. Yeah.
And the people should recognize how powerful that is. We talk about it with our clients all the time. This industry has a unique project life cycle, and everyone has to go through these similar hurdles in order to get to that finished product. And this is one of those that can have delay, where I've heard of people waiting for permits for a long period of time, waiting to get those engineering reports back for a long period of time, or even getting engineering reports back that had, errors and needed to be redone.
Yeah.
So to think that your average in a month was 1 day when, I have these conversations with my clients, I know like people that I work with right now are getting that type of responsiveness, and their life cycle of their project is getting delayed because of that.
Yeah.
So it extends the sales cycle side of things too. So now it plugs into the revenue of your business, like the cash flow of your business.
Yeah.
It all like works together, essentially.
Yeah. That's interesting you say that, because my background before owning a engineering firm was I was a structural engineer, worked in the residential just structural engineering, your classical structural engineering firm. And so I remember when I started this and began to work in this industry, I quickly realized that type of mindset, it does not work for this industry. This industry is it's not that we're trying to do things, sometimes, when you say doing things quickly, it's almost like you're just rushing, hurrying, and not doing things correctly. That's not the mindset that I saw. It's like, we have to do this quickly for our homeowners that are expecting us to do a good job.
Right.
Oh, because they have concerns. They have urgency. It's funny because I come from, a foundation repair background as the marketing director. I remember how long it could take for us to get an engineer report back. And I mean, these delays, we're waiting on it. And at that point, I didn't understand the time frame that it could typically take, but they could be, I hate to say it, but like weeks. And, for you to say, hey, I'm getting this at like, this day point, turnaround time, that's impressive. And, I think it's important for the audience to understand you are actually so specific to the foundation repair industry.
That's right.
Now, are you state, regionally, or nationwide, as far as who you can help service?
We're nationwide, so we're licensed all across the country. We work from the West Coast to the East Coast and everywhere in between.
Wow. That's exciting. So what would you say is the best tip, or, as we say, the edge? What is the edge that you can give, to these contractors that, are kind of going through this right now? What's your tip for that?
Basically, on the front end is documenting the sales guys documenting the project correctly. So that when they do that data dump, we're off to the races. And we're not stopping the project and sending it back, say, hey, we're missing this or missing that we need to do our engineering. So on the front side, I would say that. On the back end of the project, would be really to utilize our app. So we have an app that syncs with the portal. And just going through the process. If they will follow that process, they should not have to go back to a project to get extra info.
You never want to have to redo or do a resubmit. So like to your point at the beginning, get it right the first time. There's other tools we've talked to today with these interviews where you can remove some of that human error. You can remove some of that I forgot to send this, because that'll happen a lot.
Well, because then that's delays. So if you guys are getting incorrect information or a lack of information, now you can't have this speedy turnaround time, which is likely why people are like, hey, your firm's great because you guys get things done fast. Well, now you're missing information. You have to go back to them. That causes delays the entire cycle. And then it's troublesome to everybody, contractor, homeowner. So.
When people forget about the effects downstream of this stuff happening, I'm technically in sales, really mostly strategy. But there's the term strike while the iron's hot, right? That homeowner has approved this project, and now you need to get the required, approvals for the project. You need to get your permits. You have to make sure that the city's happy with what's going to happen here. And all of that time, every bit of that delay, that iron is getting cooler and cooler and cooler. And you can still get cancellations. The fact that they signed that contract does not mean almost anything until the product's in the ground.
Absolutely.
So if you can remove, we say it a lot, friction from the process, especially for the homeowner, you're just going to run a better business.
Yeah, and it sounds like you guys have sped this process up. So, that right there, that's a clear advantage. Well, how do people get in touch with you? What's the website?
Website is starkfoundations.com.
Okay.
You can also connect with me on LinkedIn.
Fantastic.
You can see me at the show. Trying to think how else could you get a hold of that? Yeah. I think that's probably about it. Yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
Well, Daniel, thank you for taking time.
So much.
It was great to meet you and learn more about this, because for me, it's interesting to see how fast this process can actually be after experiencing weeks, from that contractor side.
A lot of people think that's just the standard.
Yeah, I kind of thought it was.
Yeah.
No, well, you can do it fast and do it correctly, but you can still do it fast.
Yeah.
And still do it correctly. But I can say,
Yeah, well, like you said, don't put the rubber stamp.
no.
Yeah.
You can do it correctly and efficiently. Those aren't, separate things.
Opposing. Yeah.
Yeah, well, thank you for taking time out, so sitting with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Aaron.